Kobo Clara BW versus the basic Kindle. And the real question is whether Kobo's extras are worth paying more for, because the Kindle is cheaper and dead simple if you already buy books from Amazon, while the Kobo gives you easier library borrowing, waterproofing, and less lock-in down the road. Spending more only makes sense if you'll actually use that freedom, and going cheap can leave you stuck. By the end, you'll know which one fits you. Let's break it down. Let's start with what you'll actually notice every night, which is how the screen reads in bed and outside in the sun. Both of these use 6-inch glare-free e-ink at 300 pixels per inch, so text looks sharp and paper-like on either one, and neither will fight you in direct sunlight the way a phone does. But the Kobo Clara BW uses the newer e-ink Carta 1300 HD panel, and that shows up as better contrast and quicker page turns. The Kindle isn't standing still here, since the newest basic model bumped the contrast ratio and made pages flip faster than the one before it, and it also got a front light that's 25% brighter at max. Where they really separate is night reading. The Clara BW has Comfort Light PRO, which shifts the screen to a warmer amber tone as it gets late, and you can set it to change on its own. The Kindle gives you brightness and dark mode, but no warm light on this model. If you read for an hour before sleep, that warm tone is the single feature I'd miss most on the Kindle. There's an opinion about the Clara BW that lines up with that. The 6-inch screen is incredibly sharp, and the glare-free display feels like reading actual paper, even in direct sun. The warmer tone at night keeps my eyes from getting tired. It's light enough to hold for hours. One thing worth flagging on the Kobo, though. A few owners mention pages occasionally not registering a tap, then skipping 2 at once, mostly with side-loaded files. It comes up often enough to be worth knowing, but it isn't what most people report. Screen quality is close, honestly. Where these two genuinely part ways is where your books come from. The Kindle is the simplest device on earth if you buy from Amazon, because you tap, it downloads, it syncs, and you're reading. Library borrowing works too in the US through Libby, and it's smooth. The catch is everything outside that. Amazon books are locked to Amazon, so if you ever switch, that library doesn't travel with you. And Kindle Unlimited, that big catalog you see advertised, is a separate monthly subscription, not something that comes with the device. The Clara BW takes the opposite approach. Libby is built right into the device, so you borrow from your library card without touching a computer, and it handles standard EPUB files, which means books from other stores and free sources just work. Plug it into a computer with the USB-C cable. Drag files over. Done. The limitation is that there's no cloud transfer on the Kobo, so no Dropbox or Google Drive shortcut for your own files. You're doing it by cable or through Calibre. If you already own a pile of Amazon books, the Kindle stays the easier life. If you borrow constantly or want your library to outlive the device, the Kobo is the one that keeps your options open. On size and hand feel, the Kindle is the lighter of the two at about 5.5 ounces versus the Kobo's roughly 6, and it's the more compact body. You'd have to hold them side by side to feel it. The Kobo's plastic shell does get called dated and a bit slippery, so a case helps if you read one-handed on a commute. Battery is a quick one. The Kindle claims up to 6 weeks. The Kobo says a couple of weeks, but that Kindle number assumes half an hour of reading a day with Wi-Fi off and the light turned down. Read a few hours a night, and both land in the same place, which is charging every week or two. Waterproofing is where the Kobo has something the Kindle just doesn't. The Clara BW is rated IPX8, meaning full submersion, and people take it in the bath, the shower, the pool. The basic Kindle has no water rating at all. If you read in the tub or by the water, that's not a nice extra. That's the whole decision. So where does the money go? The Kindle is the cheaper of the two, and for that, you get the sharp screen, the lighter body, and the easiest possible path to buying books. The Kobo costs more, and that extra buys the newer screen panel, the warm night light, waterproofing, built-in library borrowing, audiobook support over Bluetooth, and file freedom. Whether that's worth it depends entirely on whether you'll use those extras or just read novels you bought from Amazon. Here's the call. For most people watching this, the Kindle is the smarter buy because it's cheaper, it's lighter, and the screen is close enough that you'll be perfectly happy reading on it every night. But if your library card is how you get most of your books, the Kobo saves you the hassle, since Libby lives right on the device. And if you read in the bath or by the pool, that decision makes itself, because the Kindle simply isn't built to survive a dunk. The one thing I'd push back on is buying the Kobo just for the openness, since if all your books already come from Amazon, you're paying more for freedom you'll never touch. And you. Which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. I'll drop both in the description.